On the front, you have two 20-pound propane tanks. Does have an auto changeover regulator. This arrow here is pointing towards this tank right now, which means that's your main supply tank. The red means that the tank would technically be empty. When we turn the valve on, it goes green to let you know that the propane is full. When you open up the other valve, it will automatically switch from this tank over to this tank for you, turning the center red. And behind you have your deep cycle batteries. You do have a battery disconnect switch here, so when the arrow here is pointing towards the frame, that's in the off position. When the arrow is pointing up at the propane tank, that is in the on position. Switch on the side of the front here. This turns on your docking lights at the front. You have 4 stabilizer jacks. There's one in each corner of the trailer. There is a 3/4 inch crank inside the trailer to operate. Fresh water tank, so you're going to fill from this location here. Your drain is located down underneath here. That's that white valve there. City water connection is the one on the left here. Antifreeze inlet is the one on the right. Cable and satellite hookups. Hot water heater is a DSI electric, which means all the switches to operate this are inside the trailer. The tube that's located up here underneath, that is for your sewer pipe when you're done with it. When you're using your sewer pipe, you're going to be back here. So black valve here is going to be your sewer. So always pull black valve first. And gray valve, which is this valve here, that is your gray water tank. So pull that secondary so it cleans out the hose for you. Right here is where you're going to plug your trailer into hydro. You're just simply going to line up the pins here, push the cord on. 25 feet of cord is inside the trailer for you. Outside shower is hot and cold taps. This here is a black water flush. Always remember when you're using the black water flush to have the black water valve pulled. We have installed your camera for you. Two 110 plugs on the side here, so just plug anything into that. This track here is for the outside side table and the griddle. The propane for the griddle is going to connect down here at the bottom with where this yellow plug is. When in transit, always make sure the yellow plug is installed. You have the amber porch light, outside speaker. This here is your range hood, so when you're using that, you just have to push up on these little tiny tabs here, and that allows this to open up so that the airflow can flow out. Going down the road, you just want to make sure it's close so that any driving rain doesn't end up in the trailer. If you find that the solar panels on the roof is not enough, you can add additional solar panels via this plug. You do have more right steps, so to open these, you pull the blue handle over to the side, it opens up, steps come down to the ground. Now when you're adjusting these, when they're too high, so if they're up there like that, to adjust down, you just simply pull it down, just like so. To adjust them back in, there's little tabs here. You just push on the tab and they lock down. When you go to close your door, always make sure you do the first close slowly. You want to make sure that the bottom of the door clears the step. As soon as you come in the trailer here, this is your main panel here. So interior lights is going to turn on all your interior lights. Porch light is outside, awning light's outside, and step light is straight down at the bottom here. Battery levels are full, fresh water tank's empty, black water is empty, and gray water is empty as well. Water pump switch, water heater on gas, water heater on electricity, slide out button, and this is going to control your awning. Converter down at the bottom here. So on the right hand side are all your 12 volt fuses. On the left hand side are all your 110 breakers. Directly beside that, this is your LP carbon dioxide detector. The fridge is a 12 volt fridge. So what that means is down over here on the right hand side is your control panel. Only way to physically shut the fridge off is to turn the battery disconnect off and have it unplugged from hydro. Microwave. Bathroom, pretty straightforward. You do have your main GFI plug underneath the sink. You do also have the Aquachem water saver. So the blue elbow on the left hand side, that is blue. Once it gets hot, it will go to gray. Now what you're going to do is control that valve. You're going to push it to the up position for it to go through. And once it goes gray, then you're going to turn it so that it points towards the hose. And now the water is going to come out of the shower. You can only use this when you're using your freshwater system. When you're using city water, you cannot use this function. Toilet is a foot flush, so the valve is on the right hand side here. You just push down on that to flush your toilet. Fantastic fan on the roof. So this here, you just pull down on the lever, crank open your vent lid. Once the vent lid is open, you can select your fan speed 1 through 4. Once you're done, you press the off button and then you crank your vent lid back down and then locking the vent lid into place. Propane stove top here, so when you're going to use this, you do have to flip up the glass top just like so. Turn on whichever burner you wish to turn on using a barbecue lighter to ignite. Thermostat on the wall here, so this is how you're going to control your furnace. So all you do, all the way to the left is off, click it over to the right, the furnace will start up, and then when you're done, click it back over to the left. Solar panel controller is here, so it'll tell you what the solar panels are doing and what state your batteries are at. 110 outlet here in the wall. Make sure that there's nothing plugged into that when you bring the slide out into the in position. Couch is a jackknife sofa, so all you do is you just lift up on the bottom here and it flip-flops and goes down just like so. You'll notice that your table does store behind the couch. Again, outlet down here at the bottom. Make sure you don't have anything plugged into that when the tip out is in. This here is your inverter. So to turn your inverter on, you just press a switch, the green light comes on. What this is doing is powering up all your 110 outlets. The only thing it will not power up is the microwave and the air conditioner. TV is a 12 volt TV, radio directly above it there. In the box here, this is your griddle. So this is going to have all the mounting and the gas line you need to hook it up. Big remote here, that is for your TV. Little remote is for your radio. You have 2 sets of keys here. All the compartment keys are keyed the same as the door. Water filter wrench. Here's the rest of your observation camera. Barbecue flipper. You do have TST monitoring system for your tires, which has already been set up for you. Brown bag is your owner's manuals. This here's your heated mattress cord for the bed. You do have 4 of these guys here, and then you have a toilet paper holder, and you also have a towel bar holder as well. Crank for your stabilizer jacks. The cutting board here is for over top of the sink for you. Outside side table. In the black bag there, that is your power cord. Again, that's 25 feet. And the rest of the parts and pieces for your jacket. Your air conditioner, all your controls are up on the ceiling here. So just all the controls there. Smoke detector is on the roof above the slide out here. That does have a 9-volt battery in it as well. If you have any questions, you can call us at 519-371-0370, or you can email us at info@terrystrailer.ca.